for problem number 2. So, medyo mas mahaba yung pinapahanap, no? Pero it's very much related dun sa ating problem 1. Pinagkaiba lang, kanina kasi meron pa tayong variable x dito sa ating trigo function. Pero dito meron ng values in numerator and denominator. Pero the process will be the same, no? So, given si tangent A equal to 4 over 5. So, A is the angle. So, ang gawin muna natin, drawing natin yung ating triangle. So, right triangle. So, yun yung kailangan tandaan, no? Basta trigo function, right triangle yung pinagre-relate ng sides. So, sabihin natin, ito si angle A. Now, si tangent theta daw, equal siya kay 4 over 5. And when we say tangent, recall that this is just the opposite side of the angle A divided by the adjacent sides. Ito yung 2. Ngayon, label lang natin ulit yung ating triangle. Opposite side is equal to 4. So, ito yung opposite side natin. While the adjacent side, siya naman ay 5. Now, pwede nating hanapin ano yung value ng ating hypotenuse. So, sa hypotenuse, gamit tayo ng Pythagorean theorem. Tangent A equals to 4 over 5 will corresponds to a exponent or hypotenuse squared na say c squared equals siya kay p squared plus 4 squared. So dito, c squared is equal to 25 plus 16. What is 25 plus 16? That is 41. So take note, this is c squared pa, no? If you want to get the value of c, that's the square root of 41. Hindi naman natin ma-square, no? Kasi kumbaga naka-decimal. So gawin na lang natin. So leave it as radical na lang para hindi tayo mag-round off. So, yan yung ating hypotenuse, no? So, basically, this is the square root of 41. Now, dito sa ating expression, merong sine, merong cosine. So, hanapin lang natin yung values tapos saka natin siya isalpak dito sa ating expression. So, we need first to get the value of sine A. When we say sine A, this is opposite side divided by hypotenuse. For cosine A naman, cosine is equal to adjacent divided by the hypotenuse side. Tingin lang tayo ulit dun sa ating triangle. So, sine muna, opposite over hypotenuse. Ang opposite ay 4. Ang hypotenuse side ay square root of 41. For cosine naman, adjacent over hypotenuse. So, ang adjacent natin ay 5. Hypotenuse ay square root of 41. So, wala naman ng ibang trigon if ever na, let's say, merong cosecant, secant, cotangent. So, you can apply the reciprocal formulas to get them. So, pag babalik na rin nyo naman, for example, hinahanap si cosecant A. This is reciprocal ng 1 over sine A, di ba? This is equal to square root of 41 over 4. So, reciprocal lang natin ito. The same process with the secant and then the cotangent. If ever na yun naman yung hinahanap. So, pero dito, since sine and cosine lang naman, yun yung isasalpak natin. Therefore, si 4 sine A minus cosine A divided by 3 cosine A minus sine A is equal to, so 4 times sine A, so this is the value of sine A, that's 16 or 4 over square root of 41. Huwag muna natin irekta. Minus cosine A, ito naman si cosine A, that's 5 over square root of 41 divided by 3 na cosine. So, ang cosine ay 5 over square root of 41 minus sine. This is 4 over square root of 41. So, simplify natin. So, 4 times 4 na numerator, that is 16. So, 16 over square root of 41 minus 5 over square root of 41 divided by, so 3 times 5, you have 15 over square root of 41 minus 4 over square root of 41. So, simplify natin yung numerator and denominator. So, pares naman na over square root of 41. So they have the same denominator. So we can combine the numerator, no? So this is equal to the 16 minus 5, that is 11 over square root of 41. For the denominator, ito naman ay 15 minus 4. So that's 11. So you have 11 over square root of 41 as well. Simplifying, so as you can see, yung numerator and denominator natin ay parehas. Therefore, this is only equal to 1. Oops, na doble. Yusin lang natin. This is equal to 1. This is our answer for this problem.